Is your email being hosted by Microsoft 365 and your users are beginning to report that they're getting a lot of spam or phishing emails that seem to be coming from themselves? If this is the case, this might be the video to help you. We've identified a potential issue that involves a function in 365 called DirectSend. And this feature, which is usually used for multifunction devices to send emails internally, seems to be exploited by bad actors. Now, this setting is on by default in Microsoft 365 and ExchangeOnline. And so you need to be able to disable this. And to do that, you have to use Powershell. If you've never used Powershell to connect with ExchangeOnline before, you need to make sure that you install the ExchangeOnline modules and make sure they're enabled. Also, you need to make sure that local scripts are enabled in your PowerShell. Without further ado, let's get to the fix. So the first thing you want to do is you want to open PowerShell on your computer. You need to make sure you open this with local admin credentials. This features will not work unless you do so. Once connected into PowerShell, you need to type Connect-ExchangeOnline and press enter. This might take a minute, but then you should be prompted for credentials. You need to sign in as a global admin. So you want to use another account, use a global admin account, and then you should be prompted for MFA. If you don't have MFA enabled, that's a big no-no. You need to get that done as soon as possible, especially on all admin accounts. Okay. All right, so now I'm entering the number. Here we go. Okay. Now, this is crucial. You want to choose this app only. You don't want your admin account to be authenticated against your old computer. Once it signs into ExchangeOnline, you're going to see all this yellow text, and you should get a prompt immediately after. Okay. From here, you need to type in this command, and you need to type it fully. Okay. Once entered, you should see a status of RejectDirectSend is false. We need to enable that. So it's kind of opposite RejectDirectSend. So we're going to enable it by typing this command. And feel free to pause on these commands if I'm going too quickly. We're telling it to go to true. Now I'm up arrowing until I get back to the previous command to check the status, and you'll notice it shows that it's set now to true. Okay? And that's it. It takes about 30 minutes for this to be effective. Once it's effective, those emails that appear to be coming from themselves should stop. Again, this direct send feature is a feature that multifunction devices have used historically to send messages internally, like scan to email, for example. You should be using a better OAuth method from now on, okay? Now, finally, we want to test this. And this is the complete command to test. And you should get this response back that says it's not allowed for this organization, okay? This step is not 100% necessary, but it wouldn't hurt to test it. Now, after enabling this feature, you want to make sure that you test all your multifunction devices. Okay? And that's it. You should be good to go, and those self-send emails should stop. If you're still experiencing these, you might also want to check your impersonation settings in 365 Admin Console. But again, this should stop the majority of them. I hope this helps, and feel free to subscribe and comment, and we'll release more videos as issues arise. Thanks.